Doesn't that look good? Well, guess what that is? That is lemon pepper potatoes. Nice and roasted and crunchy and yummy. And that's what we're going to make today. So the first thing we need is our potatoes. I've got 4 potatoes. I tried to get them as consistent as possible. You get what you get. That's what I had in the potato bin. So I don't have the nice fancy ones. So to it we need a bowl with some cold water in it. We wash the potatoes. So we're going to take each one. There's 4 of them. I'm going to kind of find the top and bottom, and we're going to slice just a little bit off of them. Now, if you want to save those for French fries or whatever, go ahead. Fortunately, it wasn't something I was going to do, so I just had to throw them out like peels. But as you can see, because you want the potatoes to sit flat. So there you go. There's our potato. Looks like it's sitting flat. Now all I got to do is cut it in half. Long ways. Just be careful. Take your time with it. Want to be as even as you can. And there's our 2 potatoes. Then when we're done, we've got all 4 done in the cold water till we need them. Just like that. So that's looking pretty good so far. Now we need to bring out a little bowl. Well, I thought a little bowl would work. Turns out I was wrong. We bring out our box grater because I need to zest up some lemon peel. However, I went to a bigger bowl. And with a little bit of patience, a little bit of grating, once we're done with the whole lemon, we end up with about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of nice lemon zest, just like that. And we'll put that aside till we need it. Next up, we need some lemon juice. So that lemon we zested, we're going to cut it in half and use our little juicer and make juice. And if you've only got concentrate, you can use that. Although I kind of use both. So the idea is you want 1 to 2 lemons. That is probably more than enough right there. As a matter of fact, if I was doing it again, I would probably do half that because it was really lemon. It was almost overpowering lemon, and I love lemon. We've got our basic components ready to roll. This is not a complicated dish. It's more in the baking technique. So we're going to take our potato slices and top side down. We're just going to pat them dry. Just get some of that moisture off them. There, looks good. Now it's time to spice them up. This is just regular black pepper. Put as much on as you'd like. Pepper. This is a spicy dish too, because next up is some cayenne. And once again, if you don't want to go with the cayenne, don't. If it's too spicy for you, just put a little bit of pepper on it for taste. Well, anyway, let's get that bowl of water out of the way. Move these potatoes up and out of the way, and we're going to bring our baking dish in. Regular baking dish. And to that you want a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And of course I don't know how to read recipes, so I put in a 1/2 cup, which was just a little too much, and I had to fix it later on. There. Yeah, you can see that's quite a bit. You want to line the bottom, but you don't need quite that much. So all these potato slices are going face down, because obviously we're going to have to spice that side too. So that's looking good. We've peppered and cayenne them up on that side. And now we got to get it in the oven. 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Okay, so now it comes out, and I decide now I'm going to get rid of some of that oil. It's just a little too much. So I'm going to carefully take these slices out. I don't want to burn myself because this just came out of the oven. So it's nice and boily oil. There. So we're just going to dump a good chunk of that. So there we go. We still got a little bit of oil on the bottom. Well, let's put them back. But now this time they're going to go in top side down. So we'll carefully flip each one of them. Okay. And I guess if you really want to spice it up, you throw a little extra spice on there some more now. Before it goes back in the oven, we've got to make our mix. This is a cup of chicken broth. And I guess if you want to go vegetarian, just use, vegetable broth. Our lemon zest. And of course our lemon juice. And I'm going to tell you right now, half what I just put in. And hopefully that's not quite so strong. It was good, but it was so overpoweringly lemon. So now you're going to carefully pour this into your baking dish. Now you don't want to necessarily pour it on the potatoes, because if you do, guess what will happen? All that pepper and cayenne is just going to spill off the potato and into the dish. See, right about, that's probably even too much right there, liquid-wise. Because this has all got to bake off too, right? In the end, you don't want any of that liquid there. So back into the oven we go. Another 15 minutes. And look at how that liquid is. I'm wondering, I was almost ready to dump some of it at this point, and I probably should have. A little bit anyway. I think I might have even gone with a half a cup of chicken broth if I'm going to make this again. So just half the lemon zest, the chicken broth, and the lemon juice. And I think we got a winner at that point. There. But anyway, we flipped them back over again. Now they've got to go back in the oven until all that liquid is evaporated. How long is that? Well, the recipe didn't actually tell me. As it turns out, it was close to an hour. They had to go back in. And you can see here, I didn't flip them over again. Maybe I should have. At about the halfway mark. But they are nice and crusty, especially on the one side. On the bottom side, oh yeah. They're definitely crusty. And I love them. Because that little bit of crisp just seems to make it. Now when we're done flipping these guys over, you could, if you really wanted to, drizzle just a little bit of olive oil on them. And sprinkle a little oregano if you really, really want to. I didn't do either. But we did get them all on a plate. Get our dish away, and look at that. Doesn't that look good? Oh, they were. Oh, they most definitely were. Like I said, they were really lemony and peppery too. They were also nice and fluffy too. Yummy. There you have it. Roasted lemon pepper potatoes. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.